Chosen ones, God has spoken, and His word for you cannot wait before this day ends. You must hear this divine message that's burning with urgency, meant to shift your life forever. You're not here by chance. Your soul has been called to this moment, handpicked by the Creator to receive a revelation so powerful it will redefine your purpose, your path, and your very existence. This isn't just a message, it's a spiritual alarm, ringing loud to wake you up to the miracles God is aligning for you right now. Stay with me, because every word is laced with divine fire, meant to ignite your spirit and set your life ablaze with His glory. You've felt it, haven't you? That stirring in your heart, that whisper in your soul telling you something massive is coming. God is moving mountains behind the scenes, rearranging the very fabric of your reality to bring you into a season of breakthrough. This isn't about tomorrow or next week. This is about today, this very hour before the sun sets. The Creator is saying your time of waiting is over. The chains of doubt, struggle, and delay are breaking. You're stepping into a divine flow where everything you've prayed for, everything you've carried in your heart, is about to manifest in ways you can't even imagine. Picture a river, unstoppable, rushing toward you with blessings so abundant they overflow. That's what God is releasing into your life right now. Financial burdens? They're dissolving. Broken relationships? They're mending. Dreams you thought were dead? They're rising from the ashes. God's word is clear. You are His chosen, and His chosen do not live in lack. They live in overflow, in purpose, in unshakable peace. This is your moment to claim what's yours, to stand tall in the truth that you were born for greatness, not struggle. But here's the thing, God's blessings don't just fall into your lap. They require you to align with His will, to open your heart and say, "Yes, Lord, I'm ready." That's why I'm asking you to take a stand right now. Pause this video, hit that like button, and type 777 inches the comments below. That number carries divine power, a signal to the heavens that you're ready to receive what God has for you. And if you're feeling led, join thousands of chosen ones by subscribing to this channel. Your presence here strengthens this community of light, amplifying the message God is pouring out. Your life is no accident. Every trial you've faced, every tear you've shed, every moment you felt alone, it was all part of God's refining fire, shaping you into a vessel for His glory. Think of a diamond pressed under unimaginable weight, yet emerging as the hardest, most radiant gem. That's you. The pressures of life didn't break you, they polished you. God has been preparing you for this exact moment, where His power flows through you, transforming not just your life, but the lives of those around you. And right now, as we stand together in this sacred space, I want to thank those who've supported this channel through Super Thanks. Your generosity keeps this divine message alive, reaching souls who need it most. If you feel called to give, your Super Thanks donation, no matter the size, helps us continue this work, spreading God's light to every corner of the earth. But whether you give or not, know that you're part of something bigger, a movement of chosen ones rising in faith. God's word is urgent because the enemy is working overtime to distract you. The devil sees your light, chosen one, and he's trembling. He's tried to throw obstacles in your path, fear, doubt, exhaustion, but none of it has worked. Why? Because you're not ordinary. You're marked by God, sealed with His promise. The enemy's tactics are like dust in the wind compared to the divine authority you carry. When you walk in God's truth, no force in heaven or hell can stop you. Think of David, a shepherd boy facing Goliath. The world saw a giant, but David saw a victory already won by God's hand. That's your story too. The giants in your life, bills, broken dreams, betrayals, they're no match for the God who's fighting for you. Right now, God is saying, step forward in faith. The battle isn't yours, it's His. Your job is to trust, to move, to believe that the victory is already yours before the day ends. This urgency isn't about fear, it's about opportunity. God is opening doors today that no man can shut. These aren't just any doors, they're divine portals leading to new beginnings, new wealth, new health, new joy. But you have to walk through them. You have to say yes to the call. Imagine standing at the edge of a new land, the promised land God designed just for you. It's not a dream, it's your reality, waiting for you to claim it before the clock strikes midnight. Your past doesn't define you. The mistakes, the pain, the times you felt unworthy, God has erased them. He sees you as His masterpiece, flawless in His eyes. When He looks at you, He doesn't see your failures. He sees His purpose. You're not bound by yesterday's chains. Today, God is rewriting your story, turning your mourning into dancing, your lack into abundance. All you need to do is receive it, believe it, and step into it. Consider Esther, a young woman who seemed insignificant, yet God placed her in a palace to save a nation. You might feel small, chosen one, but God has positioned you for a purpose far greater than you can see. Right now, He's placing you in rooms you never thought you'd enter, giving you influence you never thought you'd have. Your life is about to become a testimony of His power, a living proof that God keeps His promises. The urgency of this message is because God's timing is perfect. He's not a God of delays. When He speaks, worlds shift. When He moves, chains break. And right now, He's moving for you. This isn't a coincidence, it's a divine appointment. You're not just watching a video, you're standing at a crossroads where your faith will unlock miracles. Don't let this moment pass. Claim it with every fiber of your being. Your spirit already knows this truth. You've felt the pull, the knowing that something bigger is at play. That's God speaking directly to you, saying, this is your time. The blessings He's prepared aren't just for you, they're for your family, your community, the world around you. When God blesses His chosen, the overflow touches everyone. Your breakthrough will inspire others. Your healing will spark hope. Your abundance will shift generations. Now, let's talk about faith in action. God's word says in James 2:17, faith without works is dead. You can't just hear this message, you have to act on it. That's why I'm asking you again to type 777 inches, the comments below. It's not just a number. It's a declaration that you're ready for God's blessings. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in faith together. Your action sends a signal to the heavens that you're ready to receive. God's plan for you is bigger than your circumstances. You might be looking at a bank account that's empty, a body that's tired, or a heart that's heavy. But God sees beyond that. He sees the wealth He's pouring in, the strength He's restoring, the joy He's igniting. Your reality is about to catch up to His vision. Before this day ends, you'll see signs of His hand moving, maybe a phone call, an opportunity, a sudden peace that washes over you. And as we continue this journey together, I want to pause and thank those who've given through super thanks. Your support is a blessing, allowing this message to reach more chosen ones who need to hear God's urgent word. If you're moved to contribute, a super thanks donation helps keep this light shining. But know that your presence alone is a gift to this community. This message is about transformation. not just in your circumstances, but in your very being. God is renewing you from the inside out. Your mind, once clouded by worry, is clearing. Your heart, once heavy with pain, is lifting. Your body, once weary, is being restored. This is the divine alchemy of God's love, turning ashes into beauty, weakness into strength, despair into hope. You're not the same person you were yesterday, and by the end of this day, you'll feel His power in a new way. Imagine a seed buried in the dark, pressed by the weight of the earth. It doesn't stay buried, it breaks through, reaching for the sun. That's you, chosen one. The weight of your trials was never meant to crush you. It was meant to propel you into the light. God is saying, rise now. Your breakthrough is not coming, it's here. Your miracle is not waiting, it's unfolding. Before this day ends, you'll see the first signs of His promise taking root. God's word is a fire in your bones, a light in your path, a sword in your hand. It's not just words, it's power. When He speaks, creation listens, and right now, He's speaking to you, saying, I have not forgotten you. I have not overlooked you. You are mine, and my promises are yours. This is why you can't let this day pass without acting on His word. Stand up, speak His truth, and watch the heavens move on your behalf. Your life is a canvas, and God is the artist. Every stroke of pain, every color of joy, every shadow of struggle, He's weaving it into a masterpiece. You might not see the full picture yet, but trust the artist. He's painting something so beautiful it will leave the world in awe. Before this day ends, you'll catch a glimpse of His work, a moment, a sign, a shift that reminds you He's in control. The enemy wants you to believe this is just another day, but God says otherwise. This is the day He's marked for your breakthrough. This is the day His word comes alive in your life. You're not just surviving, you're stepping into a divine destiny. The gates of heaven are open, and your name is written on them. Walk through with faith, with boldness, with the certainty that God's word never fails. Your calling as a chosen one is not just to receive blessings, but to become a blessing. When God pours out His abundance, it's not for you to hoard, it's for you to share. Your wealth will lift others, your healing will inspire others, your faith will ignite others. You're a light in a world that's desperate for hope, and God is amplifying your glow right now, before this day ends. And as we press deeper into this truth, I want to thank those who've given through Super Thanks. Your contributions fuel this mission, helping us spread God's urgent word to every corner of the globe. If you feel led to support, a Super Thanks donation keeps this light burning bright. But your faith and presence here are already a powerful gift to this community. God's word is not a suggestion, it's a command. When He says, "This is your day," you don't wait for permission. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You step out in faith, knowing He's already cleared the path. Think of Noah, building an ark when there was no rain. The world mocked him, but God honored him. Your faith might look foolish to others, but to God, it's the key that unlocks miracles. This urgency is because God's promises are time-sensitive. Not in the sense that He's limited by time, but because He's aligned this moment for you. Right now, the heavens are open. Right now, the angels are moving. Right now, your prayers are being answered. Don't let doubt or distraction steal this moment. Before this day ends, declare your faith, claim your breakthrough, and watch God move. Your life is a testimony waiting to be told. Every step you take today is writing a story of God's faithfulness. The world will look at you and see His glory. Your family will see your peace and know it's from Him. Your enemies will see your rise and tremble at his power. This is not just about you, it's about the ripple effect of a chosen one walking in God's truth. God is not a God of halfway. When he moves completely. Your breakthrough won't be partial, it will be total. Your healing won't be temporary, it will be eternal. Your abundance won't be limited, it will be overflowing. Before this day ends, you'll feel the shift, see the signs, and know that God's word is true. You're not just a person, you're a divine assignment. God has placed you here, in this moment, to fulfill a purpose that echoes through eternity. The struggles you faced were not to break you, but to prepare you. The delays were not denials, but divine setups. Everything you've been through has led to this day, this hour, this moment where God's word comes alive. And as we close this sacred time together, I want to thank those who've supported this channel through Super Thanks. Your generosity is a seed planted in fertile ground, helping this message of God's urgency reach countless souls. If you're moved to give, a Super Thanks donation keeps this work alive, but know that your faith and presence are already a blessing beyond measure. Chosen ones, this is your day. Before the sun sets, God's word will manifest in your life. Stand firm, declare your faith, and step into the overflow he's prepared. Type, "I receive my breakthrough" in the comments below. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones and walk boldly into the destiny God has written for you. His word cannot wait, and neither should you. Chosen ones, God's word is a flame that cannot be extinguished, and today it's burning brightly for you, calling you to rise into a new realm of purpose before this day ends. You're not just living, you're being summoned to a divine mission, one that's been etched in the heavens since the beginning of time. This isn't about chasing fleeting moments of happiness. It's about stepping into a legacy of power, peace, and prosperity that God has reserved for his chosen. Your life is about to become a living testament to his unbreakable promises. Every heartbeat you feel right now is a rhythm of divine timing. God is syncing your steps with his plan, aligning your path with opportunities that are already unfolding. You might not see them yet, but they're there. Doors creaking open, resources flowing in, connections forming. The Creator is orchestrating a symphony of breakthroughs, and you're the melody he's been waiting to play. Trust that every note, every moment, is leading you to a crescendo of glory. Think of Joseph, sold into slavery, imprisoned, forgotten, yet never abandoned by God. His trials weren't punishment, they were preparation. Every hardship you've endured, every door that slammed shut, every dream that seemed lost, it was all part of God's master plan to position you for this moment. Today, he's saying, your season of elevation is here. The pit you were thrown into is now a platform for his power to shine through you. Your faith is a magnet, pulling God's promises closer with every step you take. The enemy wants you to doubt, to hesitate, to think this day is just like any other, but it's not. This is the day God has marked for a shift. You're not waiting for a miracle, you're walking into one. The financial struggles, the health battles, the emotional scars, they're all being rewritten into a story of victory. God's word is final, and his word for you is triumph. Picture a lighthouse standing firm in a storm, its beam cutting through the darkest night. That's you, chosen one. The world may be chaotic, but your light doesn't waver. God has placed a radiance in you that no storm can dim, no enemy can extinguish. Before this day ends, someone will see that light in you, a co-worker, a stranger, a loved one, and they'll be drawn to the hope you carry. Your presence is a beacon of God's love. The urgency of this message is because God's promises are not static. They're alive, moving, ready to manifest. You're not just a spectator in his plan, you're a participant. Every prayer you've whispered, every tear you've shed, every moment you chose faith over fear, God has collected them all. They're seeds, and today, the harvest is breaking through the soil. You'll see the first sprouts before the day is done. A phone call, a kind word, a sudden opportunity. Your identity as a chosen one isn't just a title. It's a divine blueprint. God didn't create you to blend in, to shrink back, to settle for less. He crafted you with precision, weaving purpose into every fiber of your being. The world may try to label you by your mistakes or your circumstances, but God calls you by your destiny. Today, He's reminding you who you are. His child, His warrior, His vessel of glory. Consider the eagle, soaring above the storm while others seek shelter. That's how God sees you above the chaos, untouched by the winds of doubt. Your wings are your faith, and they're carrying you higher than you've ever been. Right now, God is lifting you above your circumstances, giving you a view of the promised land He's prepared. Before this day ends, you'll catch a glimpse of that horizon, a moment that confirms His plan is unfolding. God's word is a contract, signed in His blood, sealed by His love. When He says you're blessed, no curse can stand. When He says you're healed, no sickness can linger. When He says you're chosen, no rejection can define you. This is your day to stand on that contract, to claim every promise written in His word. The enemy's lies are crumbling, and God's truth is rising in your life. Your journey has been a forge, shaping you through fire and pressure. Every challenge you faced was a hammer strike, molding you into a weapon of divine purpose. You're not fragile, you're fortified. God has made you unbreakable, not because you're perfect, but because His strength is perfect in you. Today, you'll feel that strength surging, a quiet power that says, I am ready for what's next. The world is watching, chosen one. Your life is a stage, and God is the director. Every step you take in faith is a scene in His story of redemption. Before this day ends, someone will see His glory through you. A friend who needs hope, a family member who needs faith, a stranger who needs light. You're not just living for yourself, you're living for the countless lives God will touch through you. God's timing is like a river carving a canyon, steady, unstoppable, shaping the earth over time. You might not see the full picture yet, but every moment of your life has been carving a path to this day. The delays, the detours, the moments you felt stuck, they were all part of His design. Today, the river is breaking through, and the blessings are flooding in. Get ready to step into the flow. Your heart is a garden, and God is the gardener. He's been pruning, planting, watering, preparing you for a season of bloom. The weeds of doubt, the thorns of fear, they're being uprooted. In their place, God is growing joy, peace, abundance. Before this day ends, you'll feel the first petals of His work opening, a moment of clarity, a spark of hope, a glimpse of what's to come. The enemy's greatest weapon is distraction, but God's word is your shield. He's calling you to focus, to fix your eyes on Him, to tune out the noise of the world. This day is sacred, set apart for you to hear His voice above all others. When you listen, when you obey, you unlock the power of His promises. Today, choose to hear Him and watch how quickly the heavens respond. Imagine a key turning in a lock, a door swinging open to reveal a room filled with treasures. That's what God is doing in your life right now. The key is your faith, the door is His promise, and the treasures are His blessings. You don't have to force the door open, you just have to turn the key. Before this day ends, take that step of faith and watch the treasures pour out. Your life is a tapestry, woven with threads of pain, hope, and divine purpose. Every moment you thought was wasted, every tear you thought was lost, God has used them all. He's crafting a story so beautiful, it will leave the world speechless. Today, you'll see a new thread added, a moment, a sign, a shift that reminds you His hands are still at work. God's word is not just a promise, it's a power source. When you speak it, when you believe it, it electrifies your life. It's like flipping a switch in a dark room. Suddenly, everything is clear. Today, speak His truth over your life. Declare His promises. Say, I am chosen, I am blessed, I am victorious. Before this day ends, you'll feel that power surging, lighting up your path. You're not walking this journey alone. God has surrounded you with angels, guiding your steps, guarding your heart. You might not see them, but they're there, moving in the unseen, clearing the way for your breakthrough. Today, trust that they're at work. Trust that every obstacle is being removed, every door is being opened, every promise is being fulfilled. The world may try to define you by what you lack, but God defines you by what He's given. You're not your failures, your fears, or your flaws. You're His chosen, His beloved, His masterpiece. Today, He's reminding you of your worth. Before this day ends, you'll feel His love washing over you, a reminder that you were created for greatness. Your faith is a seed, and God is the soil. Every time you've trusted Him, you've planted something eternal. Those seeds are sprouting now, breaking through the ground, ready to bear fruit. The harvest isn't far off, it's here, today, before the sun sets. Look for the signs, the moments, the miracles that confirm His word is alive in your life. God's plan for you is like a riverbed, guiding the flow of His blessings. You don't have to chase the water, it's coming to you. Your job is to stay in the flow, to trust the direction He's set. Today, let go of control. Let go of worry. Let His river carry you to the places He's prepared, places of abundance, peace, and purpose. You're a warrior, chosen one, not because you fight with swords, but because you stand in faith. The battles you've faced have forged a courage that no enemy can shake. Today, God is strengthening that courage, equipping you for the victories ahead. Before this day ends, you'll feel His hand on your shoulder, reminding you that you were born for this moment. Every promise God has made is a brick in the foundation of your destiny. He's building something unshakable, something eternal. The world may see a work in progress, but God sees a finished masterpiece. Today, He's adding another brick, a breakthrough, a blessing, a moment that shows you His plan is coming together. Your life is a song, and God is the composer. Every note, every pause, every crescendo, it's all part of His melody. Today, you're stepping into a new verse, one filled with hope, victory, and joy. Before this day ends, listen for His music. It's in the laughter of a loved one, the kindness of a stranger, the peace in your heart. God's song is playing, and it's for you. Chosen ones, God's word is a compass, guiding you through the wilderness of this world, pointing you straight to the destiny He's carved out for you. Today, before the day ends, that compass is spinning, aligning your steps with divine opportunities that are closer than you think. You're not lost, not wandering aimlessly. Every move you make is directed by His hand, leading you to a place where His promises bloom like a garden in spring. Your faith is a flame, small at times but never extinguished. God sees that spark, and today He's fanning it into a fire that will light up your path. The doubts that once clouded your mind, the fears that held you back, they're burning away. You're stepping into clarity, a certainty that God's plan is unfolding right now. Before this day closes, you'll feel that fire in your soul, a warmth that confirms His presence is with you. Think of Moses, standing before a sea with nowhere to go, an army at his back, the impossible stretched out before him, yet God parted the waters. Your obstacles, your dead ends, they're not the end of your story. They're the stage for God's miracles. Today, He's parting the seas in your life, making a way where there was none. Look for the path opening, the solution appearing, the hope rising before the sun sets. Your life is a book, and God is the author. Every chapter, every plot twist, every moment of tension, it's all leading to a climax of His glory. You might feel stuck in a difficult page, but today, God is turning it. The next chapter is one of victory, abundance, and joy. Before this day ends, you'll sense the story shifting a moment, a sign, a breakthrough that shows you His pen is still writing. The enemy wants you to believe you're ordinary, that your life is just a series of random events. But God says you're extraordinary, a masterpiece woven with purpose. Every struggle you faced was a brushstroke, every triumph a burst of color. Today, He's revealing more of the picture, showing you how every moment fits together. You'll see it, a glimpse of His design, a spark of His plan before the night falls. God's word is a seed planted deep in your spirit, and today it's taking root. You've watered it with prayers, nurtured it with faith, even when the ground felt barren. Now the soil is stirring, the growth is beginning. Your dreams, your hopes, your calling, they're sprouting. Before this day ends, you'll feel the ground shift beneath you, a sign that His promises are breaking through. Your heart is a sanctuary, a holy place where God dwells. The world may try to clutter it with worry, fear, or doubt, but today, He's clearing the space. He's making it a home for His peace, His joy, His love. You'll feel it, a stillness, a warmth, a quiet strength before the day is over. This is your sacred ground, and God is standing there with you, guarding it from all that seeks to steal your peace. Picture a warrior, armor gleaming, standing firm against the storm. That's you, chosen one. Not because you're fearless, but because your strength comes from God. Every battle you've fought has built your resilience, every scar a badge of His grace. Today, He's sharpening your sword, strengthening your shield. You'll feel His power surging, preparing you for the victories ahead. Before this day's light fades, God's promises are like stars, hidden in the daylight, but shining bright when the night comes. You might not always see them, but they're there, guiding you, lighting your way. Today, the sky is clearing, and those stars are becoming visible. His blessings, His plans, His purpose, they're shining for you. Before this day ends, you'll catch their glow, a moment that reminds you He's never left your side. Your journey is a river, flowing toward a destination only God can see. The currents of life, trials, joys, uncertainties have all been guiding you to this moment. Today, the river is picking up speed, carrying you closer to His promises. You don't need to paddle harder. You just need to trust the flow. Before the sun sets, you'll feel the current moving, a sign that you're exactly where you're meant to be. God's word is a melody, sung over you since the day you were born. Every note is a promise, every chord a truth. Today, that song is growing louder, drowning out the noise of the world. You'll hear it in the quiet moments, in the unexpected blessings, in the peace that settles in your heart. Before this day ends, let His melody fill you, reminding you that you're part of His divine symphony. Your faith is a bridge, spanning the gap between where you are and where God is taking you. Every step you take in trust strengthens that bridge, making it unshakable. The world may try to shake it, but God is your foundation. Today, you're crossing a new section, moving closer to His promises. You'll feel the bridge hold firm, a confirmation that His plan is solid. Before the day is done, imagine a tree, roots deep, branches reaching for the sky. That's you, chosen one rooted in God's truth, growing toward His glory. The storms of life haven't uprooted you, they've made you stronger. Today, God is nourishing those roots, strengthening those branches. You'll feel new growth, a burst of energy, a spark of hope before this day ends. A sign that your season of flourishing is here. God's word is a key, unlocking doors the world said were sealed shut. Those dreams you thought were impossible, those opportunities you thought were lost, God is handing you the key to open them. Today, He's guiding your hand to the lock. You'll sense it turning a new job, a restored relationship, a sudden peace before the day closes. Trust Him and step through the door. Your life is a flame, lit by God's own hand. The winds of doubt, the rains of hardship, they haven't put it out. Today, He's adding fuel to that flame, making it burn brighter than ever. You'll feel its warmth, its power, its unquenchable light before this day ends. You're not just surviving, you're shining, a beacon of His glory in a world that needs your light. The enemy's lies are like shadows, fleeting and powerless in the face of God's truth. He wants you to believe you're stuck, that your breakthrough is far off. But God says your breakthrough is now. Today, those shadows are fading and His light is flooding in. You'll see it a moment, a sign, a shift that proves His word is alive and working in your life before the night falls. Your spirit is a canvas, and God is painting a masterpiece. Every stroke of His brush, every trial, every joy is creating something breathtaking. Today, He's adding new colors, vibrant hues of hope, peace, and purpose. You'll feel the brush move, a sudden clarity, a renewed strength before this day ends, a reminder that His work in you is far from finished. God's promises are like a riverbed, guiding the flow of His blessings to you. You don't need to chase them, they're already on their way. Your job is to stand in the flow, to trust His current. Today, you'll feel the waters rising, carrying you toward abundance, health, and joy. Before the sun sets, look for the ripples, a phone call, a kind word, a new opportunity that show His river is moving. You're a warrior of light, chosen one, armed not with weapons but with faith. The battles you've fought have honed your strength, sharpened your resolve. Today, God is equipping you for the next victory, filling you with courage that doesn't waver. You'll feel it, a surge of boldness, a spark of confidence before this day ends, a sign that you're ready for what's next. Your life is a story, and God is the storyteller. Every chapter has led to this moment, every twist a step toward His purpose. Today, a new page is turning, one filled with breakthroughs and blessings. You'll sense it, a shift, a moment, a glimpse of His plan before the day is over. Trust the story He's writing. It's one of victory and glory. God's word is a foundation, unmovable, unbreakable. The world may shake, but His promises stand firm. Today, you're building on that foundation, laying bricks of faith, trust, and obedience. You'll feel it growing stronger, a moment of peace, the spark of hope before this day ends, a reminder that His plan for you is solid and sure. Your heart is a flame, kindled by God's love, burning brighter with every step of faith. The world may try to douse it, but His breath keeps it alive. Today, that flame is growing, warming your spirit, lighting your path, You'll feel its heat, a burst of joy, a moment of clarity before the sun sets, a sign that his fire is in you. The enemy wants you to believe your story is over, that your best days are behind you. But God says your greatest moments are now. Today, he's rewriting the narrative, turning endings into beginnings, loss into gain. You'll see it a sign, a shift, a spark before this day ends, proof that his story for you is just beginning. Your faith is a seed planted in the soil of God's promises. Every prayer, every moment of trust has watered it. Today, that seed is breaking through, reaching for the light. You'll feel the growth, a new strength, a renewed hope before the day closes. God's harvest is here, and it's yours to claim. God's word is a river, flowing with power, carrying you to places of abundance. You don't need to fight the current, you just need to trust it. Today, that river is moving faster, guiding you to his promises. You'll sense it a moment, a sign, a breakthrough, before this day ends, a reminder that his flow is unstoppable. You're a light in the darkness, chosen one, a flame that no shadow can touch. God has placed his radiance in you, and today, it's shining brighter. You'll feel it, a warmth, a clarity, a strength before the sun sets. Your light is changing lives, inspiring hope, and reflecting his glory. Your life is a journey, and God is the guide. Every step, every detour, every moment of waiting, it's all been leading to this day. Today, he's showing you the path ahead, clear and bright. You'll see it, a sign, a moment, a spark before this day ends, proof that his hand is leading you to greatness. Chosen ones, God's word is a beacon, cutting through the fog of this world, illuminating the path he's set before you. Today, before the day ends, that beacon is shining brighter, guiding you to a moment of divine clarity. You're not stumbling in the dark, you're walking in his light, each step a confirmation that his promises are unfolding. This is your hour to see his truth, to feel his presence, to know that your destiny is closer than ever. Your faith is a spark, igniting a fire that no storm can quench. God is breathing life into that spark today, turning it into a blaze of purpose and power. The doubts that once dimmed your vision, the fears that slowed your steps, they're being consumed by his flame. Before this day closes, you'll feel that fire surge, a moment of courage, a burst of hope that proves his hand is moving in your life. Think of Daniel, thrown into a den of lions, yet untouched by their jaws. The world expected his end, but God wrote a different story. Your challenges, your fears, your impossible situations, they're not your defeat, they're your testimony. Today, God is shutting the mouths of the lions in your life, paving the way for miracles. You'll see it, a shift, a sign before the sun sets, showing you his power is at work. Your life is a tapestry, each thread a moment of faith, woven by God's hands. The world may see only fragments, but he sees the masterpiece. Today, he's adding a new thread, vibrant with promise, rich with purpose. You'll feel it, a spark of joy, a moment of peace before this day ends, a glimpse of the beauty he's crafting through you. Trust his hands. They never falter. The enemy wants you to believe your story is ordinary, that your struggles define you. But God says you're extraordinary, chosen for a purpose that echoes through eternity. Your trials aren't chains, they're chisels, shaping you into his image. Today, you'll feel his sculpting, a hand, a moment of strength, a flicker of hope before the night falls, reminding you that you're his work of art. God's word is a river, carving paths through stone, unstoppable in its flow. Your life is part of that river, moving toward his promises with divine precision. Today, the current is quickening, carrying you closer to abundance, peace, and joy. You'll sense it a new opportunity, a restored connection before this day ends, proof that his river is guiding you to greatness. Your heart is a fortress, guarded by God's love, unyielding to the enemy's attacks. The world may try to breach it with worry or doubt, but his walls stand firm. Today, he's strengthening those walls, filling your heart with unshakable peace. You'll feel it a calm, a clarity before the day is over, a sign that his protection surrounds you. Picture a sunrise breaking through the darkest night, painting the sky with hope. That's you, chosen one, rising above your trials, radiating God's glory. The darkness of your past can't hold you. His light is too strong. Today, you'll feel that dawn breaking, a moment of joy, a spark of purpose before this day ends, a reminder that your new day has begun. God's promises are anchors, holding you steady in life's storms. The winds of uncertainty, the waves of fear, they can't move you when you're rooted in His word. Today, He's deepening those anchors, grounding you in His truth. You'll feel it, a surge of confidence, a moment of peace before the sun sets, proof that His foundation never shakes. Your faith is a seed, buried in the soil of God's love, ready to burst forth. Every prayer you've spoken, every moment you trusted Him, it's been watering that seed. Today, the ground is stirring, the sprout is breaking through. You'll see it, a sign, a breakthrough before this day closes, a confirmation that His harvest is beginning in your life. God's word is a flame, purifying your heart, burning away the lies of the enemy. The world may try to weigh you down with guilt or shame, but His fire cleanses you. Today, you'll feel that purification, a lightness, a clarity before the day ends. His truth is setting you free, making you ready for the blessings He's pouring out. Your life is a journey, and God is the map. Every twist, every turn, every moment of uncertainty, it's all part of His route to your destiny. Today, He's revealing the next step, showing you the path ahead. You'll sense it, a moment of direction, a spark of hope before this day is done, proof that His guidance is leading you to glory. Imagine a warrior standing tall on a battlefield, not with weapons but with faith. That's you, chosen one, armed with God's truth, unshaken by the enemy's schemes. Today, He's strengthening your resolve, sharpening your spirit. You'll feel it, a burst of courage, a moment of clarity before the sun sets, a sign that you're ready for the victories ahead. God's promises are like stars in a midnight sky, guiding you when the world feels dark. You may not always see them, but they're there, shining with His truth. Today, those stars are brighter, showing you the way. You'll catch their light, a kind word, a new opportunity before this day ends, a reminder that His guidance never fails. Your heart is a garden, tended by God's hands, blooming with His promises. The weeds of doubt, the thorns of fear, they're being uprooted. Today, He's planting new seeds of joy, peace, and purpose. You'll feel them take root, a moment of hope, a spark of strength before the day closes, proof that His garden in you is flourishing. The enemy wants you to believe your time has passed, that your dreams are out of reach. But God says your time is now. Today, He's breathing life into those dreams, reviving what you thought was lost. You'll see it, a sign, a shift before this day ends, a confirmation that His plans for you are coming alive. God's word is a sword, cutting through the lies that bind you, setting you free for His purpose. The world may try to chain you with fear or doubt, but His truth is sharper. Today, you'll feel that sword at work, a moment of freedom, a burst of clarity. before the night falls. Proof that his power is breaking every chain. Your life is a canvas, and God is the artist, painting with colors of grace and glory. Every moment of pain, every spark of joy, it's all part of his design. Today, he's adding a new stroke, vibrant with promise. You'll see it a breakthrough, a moment of peace before this day ends, a glimpse of the masterpiece he's creating. God's promises are a river, flowing with life, carrying you to places of abundance. You don't need to fight the current, just trust his flow. Today, that river is surging, bringing you closer to his blessings. You'll feel it, a new connection, a spark of hope before the sun sets, a sign that his current is moving you forward. You're a light in the darkness, chosen one, a flame that no shadow can dim. God has placed his radiance in you, and today, it's burning brighter. You'll feel it, a warmth, a strength before this day closes, a reminder that your light is changing lives, reflecting his glory to a world in need. Your faith is a bridge, connecting you to God's promises, spanning the gap of doubt. Every step you take strengthens that bridge, making it unshakable. Today, you're crossing a new section, moving closer to his destiny for you. You'll sense it, a moment of certainty, a spark of joy before the day ends, proof that his path is sure. God's word is a seed, planted in your spirit, ready to grow into a mighty tree. Every prayer, every act of trust, it's been watering that seed. Today, the first leaves are unfurling, reaching for his light. You'll feel it, a burst of hope, a moment of strength before this day is over, a sign that his harvest is beginning. Your heart is a sanctuary, a holy place where God's peace reigns. The world may try to invade it with chaos, but his presence guards you. Today, he's filling that sanctuary with his love, his joy. You'll feel it, a calm, a clarity before the sun sets, a reminder that his peace is your strength. Picture a river, steady and strong, carving a path through the hardest stone. That's God's plan for you, unstoppable, shaping your life with purpose. Today, that river is flowing faster, carrying you to his promises. You'll sense it, a new opportunity, a moment of peace before this day ends, proof that his current is guiding you to greatness. Chosen ones, God's word is a thunderclap, shaking the foundations of your world, announcing his presence in your life with undeniable power. Today, before the day ends, that thunder is rolling, heralding a shift that will echo through your future. You're not just hearing his voice, you're feeling its vibration, awakening your spirit to the miracles he's set in motion. This is your moment to stand in his authority, to claim the victory he's already won for you. Your faith is a lantern, glowing in the darkest corners, casting light where shadows once reigned. God is fueling that lantern today, making it burn brighter, guiding you through any uncertainty. The fears that tried to dim your hope, the doubts that clouded your path, they're fading in his radiance. You'll feel it, a spark of courage, a moment of clarity before this day closes, a sign that his light is leading you forward. Think of Joshua standing before the walls of Jericho, an impossible barrier in his path. The world saw defeat, but God saw triumph. Your walls, your struggles, your setbacks are crumbling today. God is marching ahead of you, bringing them down. You'll see it, a shift, a breakthrough before the sun sets, proof that his power overcomes every obstacle in your way. Your life is a mosaic, each piece a moment of faith, fitted together by God's hands. The world may see broken fragments, but he sees a masterpiece of purpose. Today, he's placing a new piece, vibrant with his promise. You'll feel it, a burst of hope, a moment of peace before this day ends, a glimpse of the beauty he's creating through your journey. The enemy wants you to believe you're stuck, that your story is one of struggle. But God says you're moving, chosen for a destiny of freedom and abundance. Your trials aren't anchors, they're stepping stones, lifting you higher. Today, you'll feel his hand guiding you upward, a moment of strength, a spark of joy before the night falls, a reminder that you're climbing toward his glory. God's word is a wind sweeping through your life, clearing away the debris of doubt and fear. It's carrying you to a place of fresh beginnings, where his promises take root. Today, that wind is blowing stronger, pushing you toward his purpose. You'll sense it, a new opportunity, a restored connection before this day closes, proof that his breath is moving you forward. Your heart is a temple, sacred and strong, where God's Spirit dwells. The world may try to shake it with chaos or worry, but his presence holds it firm. Today, he's filling that temple with his peace, his power. You'll feel it, a calm, a clarity before the day is over, a sign that his sanctuary within you is unshakable. Picture a phoenix rising from ashes, its wings ablaze with new life. That's you, chosen one, soaring above your past, reborn in God's fire. The flames of your trials didn't destroy you, they refined you. Today, you'll feel those wings lifting, a moment of strength, a spark of purpose before this day ends, a reminder that your rise is his glory. God's promises are pillars, standing tall through every storm, holding up the life he's designed for you. The winds of adversity can't topple them, they're rooted in his truth. Today, he's strengthening those pillars, grounding you in his plan. You'll feel it, a surge of confidence, a moment of peace before the sun sets, proof that his foundation never wavers. Your faith is a riverbed, channeling the flow of God's blessings. Every prayer you've spoken, every act of trust, it's shaped that riverbed, making it ready for his abundance. Today, the waters are rising, filling your life with his goodness. You'll see it, a sign, a breakthrough before this day closes, a confirmation that his provision is overflowing. God's word is a hammer, breaking the chains that bind you, shattering the lies of the enemy. The world may try to hold you back with fear or doubt, but his truth is stronger. Today, you'll feel that hammer strike, a moment of freedom, a burst of clarity before the night falls, proof that his power is setting you free. Your life is a voyage, and God is the captain. Every wave, every storm, every calm, it's all part of his course to your destiny. Today, he's steering you closer to his promises, guiding you through the waters. You'll sense it, a moment of direction, a spark of hope before this day ends, a sign that his hand is on the helm. Imagine a seed cracking open in the dark, reaching for the light. That's you, chosen one, breaking through the weight of your trials, growing toward God's glory. Today, he's nourishing that seed, strengthening its roots. You'll feel it, a burst of energy, a moment of peace before the sun sets, a reminder that your growth is his work. God's promises are a fortress, protecting you from the enemy's schemes, keeping you safe in